in this previous ring counter, we have directly given whatever the output we gets for the last stage, it is connected as an input to the first stage. But in the Johnson counter, what you'll do, the inverted output, you'll connect, you'll put one inverter at the last flip flops output, and that inverted output will given as an input to the first flip flop. That is a modification which you have done here. Let us see what are the advantages as we go on studying this particular Johnson counter. If we use the n flip flops to design the Johnson counter, then it is known that 2n bit Johnson counter or else mod 2n Johnson counter is been designed. Whenever you are using n number of flip flops, it means that we are trying to design 2 times of n Johnson counter. So this is an advantage of the Johnson counter, that it requires only half number of the flip flops that the ring counter uses. What in the previous case we are using some n number of bits, but here you will be using only half the number of flip flops than compared to the previous ring counters. The main difference between the 4-bit ring counter and the Johnson counter is that in ring counter we connect output of the last flip flop directly to the input of the first flip flop. But what happens here, in the Johnson counter we connect the inverted output to the last, inverted output of the last stage is connected to the input of the first flip flop. So that's the major difference between the ring counter and the Johnson counter. Johnson counter is a modification or modified ring counter. So see now, this is a circuit diagram which you can see here. The Johnson counter is also called as a twisted ring counter. This is an important gate objective. The other name of Johnson counter is a twisted ring counter with a feedback. In Johnson counter, the input of a first flip flop is connected from the this particular one, connected from the inverted output of the last flip flop. This inverted output is connected as an input to the first flip flop. The Johnson counter, or else it is also called a switch trail ring counter. You can remember all these names, which are very important as a part of objectives. The Johnson counter, or else it is also called as a switch trail ring counter, is designed in such a way that it overcomes the limitations of the ring counter. Mainly, it reduces the number of flip flops. The number of flip flops can be reduced whenever the number of flip flop means whenever you go on designing some n-bit counters. If you are using an n-bit counters, there you can see the difference between ring counter and also the Johnson counter designing. So see here, the same operation depending upon this outputs. Initially, all the flip flops have been set to all zeros. Flip flop will be set to 0. Then whenever it is presetted, then this becomes as 1, and why it is a 1 on presetting again. Then what happens, whenever the clock signal comes over here, whenever the clock signal comes, this 1 shifts over here. But since my output of this particular last flip flop is 0, this last flip flop output has been obtained to the first flip flop from the inverted output from the NOT gate. So therefore, since this output is equal to 0, that output is connected through the NOT gate. Therefore, I'll be getting as the next flip flops, first flip flops input will become as 1. In the similar case, this is going to be 1. This will be shifting, and this particular stage, this is going to shift over here. And in similar way, you can see this particular at this stage also, on the changing of the clock, the output is 0, and that is connected through the first flip flop through an inverter or NOT gate. So now here the first flip flops input is going to become 1. So it goes on sequentially like this. So ultimately, at this particular stage of after the 4 clock cycles, you are going to get 1 1 1 stage. And if you apply still more clock cycles, then again this 1 is going to become a 0 depending upon the NOT gate which is connected at the last flip flop. So your output will be 0 over here, and that 0 is given as an input to the first flip flop. So your counter will be producing an output of, this output will be 0 1 and 1 and 1. So now this will be like this is the output which you have got. Again, in the same case, if you apply, then ultimately you get this outputs. So once if you get this stage, the repetition starts. The repetition of the same right from here, it repeats. Right from this particular stage, it goes on repeating. So this is how the Johnson counter will be working. Similar to the ring counter, the clock signal in the Johnson counter is connected. The same clock signal has been connected. There is no change in the ring counter and the Johnson counter with respect to reset and clock signal. The operation of the clock signal, everything will be same, just like the ring counter. The only difference is that here this particular input of the first flip-flop is been produced by the inverted output of this last flip-flop.
So once you explain again the truth table, no, sir.
See now, firstly, all will be zero. Initially, the same. You try to remember the operation of a ring counter. All first, all the outputs are going to be zero. Then it will be presetted. Whenever it is presetted, the first flip-flop's output is going to become one. If it is becoming one, now at this stage, if let me say as per the timing diagram, if the clear is going to be one, it means the reset has been, whenever this is a clear. You can see it now. Just one, yeah, this is a clear. If all these clears are going to become one, then the counting starts. How does the counting starts? Where the on the preset, now your outputs has become 1 0 0 0, and for the first cycle what happens, this will be the output of the first flip-flop. The output of the last flip-flop is obtained from the inverted this one from the NOT gate. So that's why this 0 is going to become 1, and that is connected as an input to the first flip-flop. This, if it is 0 over here on the truth table, you can see here now this is 0. If this is connected through the inverter, that becomes as 1, and that 1 is given as an input. So whenever this input comes, depending upon the clock signal, this particular input, this particular one shifts to this point to the QB, and the output, this QA output will be obtained from this previous last flip-flops output. So this is going to become 1. So your output will be at this stage, at this particular third stage, your output is going to be, that is at the first clock cycle, 1 1 0 and 0. So see now, this is my at the first cycle. Now if I apply the second cycle, what happens? This 0 is connected. 0 is connected means what? This 0 is connected through the NOT gate. So through NOT gate means what? If it is 0 means again the input becomes 1. Whenever the input becomes 1, this 1 will be shifted to the next flip-flop's output, and this one will be shifted to the next flip-flop output, and the output of this one has come through the NOT gate has an input to the first flip-flop, so it becomes as 1. So you'll be having an output of first flip-flop as 1, second flip-flop output will be 1, third flip-flop output will be 1, and this will be 0. So you get all 3 ones and 0. So it goes on repeating. For the next cycle, it becomes 1 1 1, and if you apply still the clock cycles, then again it will changes 0 1 1 1, and ultimately it comes to this stage. Once if this stage is occurred, then the repetition of this flip-flop, this particular truth table will be taking place. So this is how the ring counter will, Johnson ring counter will be working. The only difference between the Johnson ring counter and ring counter, ordinary ring counter, is that the last flip-flop output is complemented and given as an input to the first flip-flop. So this is regarding what is meant by ring counter. We can see the same operations which I have put over here. The same thing again. The operation of counted by help of D flip-flops, which is shown over here. Initially, all will be 0. All is going to 0. Then the output is going to change from 1 0 0, and afterwards on the next cycle, what happens on the applying of the cycle clock cycles, what happens? The output is going to change to 1 1 0 0, 1 1 0, all 4 ones. Then again 0 1 1 0 0 1 1 and 0 0 1. Once if this stage has come, then the entire cycle is going to repeat again. So Johnson counter will be producing a special pattern by passing 4 zeros and then 4 ones. Thus it produces a special pattern by counting up and down operation. It is also used for counting up down operation. Why it's up down operation? Why? Because once this stage has occurred, then again it will be repeating. Repeating means what? The counting process takes on from up to down, again down to up. So that's why it is called as an, it also produces a special pattern by counting the up down operation. So this is a truth table just now which we have explained for the Johnson counter. We can see here now the same truth table has been, sorry, this is a timing diagram. The same timing diagram is been produced with respect to the truth table. And this is, I hope you all know the, you have got some idea about the
State diagram.
State diagrams. So this is the same truth table has been put in terms of the state diagrams. Initially, it is you can see now, it depends upon what kind of inputs you are giving here. Whenever the clear equal to 0, all the outputs and inputs of the flip-flops. Hello? Can I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please kindly mute your devices. Please kindly mute your devices. See now, whenever the clear equal to 0, all the inputs and outputs of flip-flops are presetted to 0, that is cleared, except for the first input, first flip-flops input. That thing we all know that one. We have done the same thing in the previous ring counter also, except for the first flip-flop, you'll be having the which is resetted, which sets to 1. Then whenever the clear equal to 1, the Johnson counter will start its operation. That's what I have shown even in the timing diagram. Whenever the clear is going to be 1, the Johnson counter will be working on every clock edge. The output of the last flip-flop, there's 1 shifts towards shifts left to the third flip-flop. It goes on shifting. Now, as the first flip-flop is connected to serial input, that is 1, the input of the third flip-flop will be going to become 1. It means that every time on every clock edge, the shifting of the inputs are been taking place. So that thing we have even seen in the two table. The same thing happens. The same thing has been written in terms of this state diagrams also. What is the advantage of this one? The advantage of the Johnson counter is that it has more outputs than the ring counter. It is having nearly some 8 sequences are there. And disadvantage of this one is that only out of 15 are of 8 are being used. Only the 8 are being used. Why? Because if it is even 4-bit number, 15 has to become. But here we can use only the 8 bits. Once the 8 has been completed, it goes on repeating. So that's a major disadvantage. So this is regarding the Johnson counter. The application of counters, you can see this application, the counters have been used to count the data in the continuous loop. In the loop process, you can use it. And they are also used to detect the various number values or various pattern within set of information by connecting and or logic gates or gates have been used in order to detect the various numbers. And the second stage, third stage and fourth stage ring counters are used in the frequency divider circuit. In the analog electronics, you might have studied about frequency divider circuits, how to divide the frequencies. Whenever you try to design any kind of RF amplifiers or high frequency circuits, there we mostly use this frequency divider circuits. So this ring counters third, second stages have been used for frequency divider circuits. And the 3-stage Johnson counter is also used for the 3-phase square wave generator. It is also used as a square wave generator. And the 5-stage Johnson counter, which are mainly used as a BCD counter. In the BCD counter, mostly in your projects, you might have seen about the BCD counters. There will be using it as a BCD counter. And apart from that one, 2-stage counter is also known as a quadrature oscillator, is also used as an oscillator. So these are the major applications of ring counters. So this is regarding this particular topic was regarding the counters, high level kind of counters. First one is called as a ring counter and the second one is called as a Johnson counter.